Welcome to WooEnglish, where we learn English through the power of storytelling. Our stories are crafted with clear and simple sentences, making it easier for you to follow along and absorb the language effortlessly. Today, we invite you on a journey through the chapters of an inspiring story, designed to not only improve your English skills, but also to entertain and motivate you. We encourage you to engage with us by writing comments and hitting the like button if you enjoy the story. Let's embark on this linguistic adventure together and discover the joy of learning English through the art of narrative.
Chapter 1. A Dream Begins. In a small town in the United States, a young boy named Mark lived with his family. Mark was not like other kids. While many children played outside, Mark spent hours with his computer. He loved to explore how it worked and what he could do with it. He had a big dream. He wanted to connect people in new ways using technology. Mark's parents noticed his interest in computers. They decided to support him. They got him books and even hired a computer tutor. Mark was thrilled. He learned to write code, which is like giving instructions to a computer. It was like learning a magic language that could make the computer do anything he wanted. One day, Mark's father needed help with his work. He had a lot of contacts and needed a way to organize them. Mark had an idea. He used his coding skills to create a small program. This program helped his dad keep track of all his contacts easily. Mark was only a teenager, but he had solved a real problem with technology. This experience made him think, what if he could create something that would help not just his dad, but lots of people connect? As Mark grew older, he became more and more fascinated with the idea of connecting people. He read about the internet and how it was bringing people from all around the world together. But Mark noticed something. There were ways to find information on the internet, but there wasn't a good way for people to connect with each other, share their lives, and make new friends. In high school, Mark continued to learn and experiment with new projects. He even built a music app. This app was quite impressive. It let people create playlists and share them with friends. Some companies were interested in his app, but Mark had bigger plans. He wanted to go to college, where he could meet other people who loved technology as much as he did. Mark got into Harvard, one of the best universities. There, he met students from all over the world. He learned about their lives and cultures. Mark loved the diversity and the stories. But he noticed something. Even at Harvard, people had a hard time connecting with each other. There were so many interesting people, but no easy way to meet them or learn about them. This observation stayed with Mark. He thought about it a lot. Then, one winter, he decided to try something new. He started working on a project. This wasn't just any project. It was the beginning of something big. Mark wanted to create a website where students at Harvard could connect, share photos, and learn about each other. Mark worked day and night on his project. He wrote thousands of lines of code. He designed the website to be simple and easy to use. After weeks of hard work, the website was ready. Mark called it the Facebook. It was a digital version of the paper Facebooks that Harvard dorms gave to students to help them learn about their classmates. The day Mark launched the Facebook, he was nervous. Would people like it? Would they use it? Mark's roommates were some of the first to sign up. They loved it. They started sharing their profiles, and soon word spread across the campus. In just a few days, hundreds of Harvard students were using the Facebook to connect. Mark was amazed by the response, but he didn't stop there. He thought about students at other universities. They might enjoy connecting this way too. So, he started to expand. First to other Ivy League schools, then to universities across the country, and eventually to everyone. The Facebook became just Facebook. It grew beyond Mark's wildest dreams. It changed the way people connected, shared their lives, and understood each other. And it all started with a curious child who loved computers and had a dream of bringing people together in new ways. Mark's journey teaches us an important lesson. It shows us that with passion, hard work, and a big dream, we can create something that changes the world. It reminds us to stay curious, to keep learning, and to never stop dreaming about how we can make the world a better place. Chapter 2. The Harvard Connection. Mark's adventure with technology took an exciting turn when he arrived at Harvard University. Harvard was a place full of smart and ambitious students, each with their own dreams and ideas. Mark felt right at home. He was ready to learn, create, and explore new possibilities. In his first year at Harvard, Mark's reputation as a computer genius grew quickly. He was always busy with his computer, coding, and working on new projects. His room became a small laboratory, a place where ideas turned into reality. It was here, among books and computer parts, that Mark's vision for a new way of communication began to take shape. One of Mark's first projects at Harvard was a website called FaceMash. This site compared photos of students and let others vote on who they thought was more attractive. Although it was just a prank, FaceMash became hugely popular overnight. But it also caused a bit of trouble. The university wasn't happy about how Mark used the photos, and they shut the website down. This experience was important for Mark. It showed him the power of the internet to connect and engage people, but it also taught him about the responsibilities that come with creating technology. Despite the controversy, FaceMash put Mark on the map. Soon, other students started to notice him, including a group of seniors who were working on an idea for a social networking site. They needed someone with Mark's programming skills to bring their idea to life. They called their project Harvard Connection, a website designed to help Harvard students meet and network with each other. Mark was intrigued by the idea, but he had his own vision for how a social network could work. He believed in making a platform that was not just for Harvard students, but for everyone. A place where people could share not just their contact information, but their stories, interests, and photos. Mark's vision was much bigger than what the seniors had in mind. While working on Harvard Connection, Mark continued to think about his own project. He talked to his friends about it, gathering ideas and feedback. One of his closest friends was Eduardo Savarine, a fellow student who was studying economics. Eduardo was impressed with Mark's ideas and agreed to help him. He provided the initial funds needed to get the project off the ground. This partnership marked the beginning of something groundbreaking. With Eduardo's support, Mark started to work on his dream project. He coded tirelessly, often skipping classes and staying up late into the night. He was driven by the belief that his platform could change the way people connected with each other. He wanted to create a space where people could come together, regardless of where they were from or what they studied. After weeks of hard work, Mark launched the Facebook from his dorm room. It was a simple site at first, but it had everything Mark envisioned. Students could create a profile, upload photos, and connect with other students. They could join groups, share interests, and start conversations. It was a digital campus, a community that stretched beyond the physical boundaries of Harvard. The response was overwhelming. Within days, thousands of Harvard students had joined the Facebook. It was clear that Mark had created something people really wanted. They loved being able to connect with friends, meet new people, and share parts of their lives online. As the Facebook grew in popularity, Mark faced new challenges. The seniors who had been working on Harvard Connection accused him of stealing their idea. It was a difficult time for Mark. He had to defend his work and prove that his vision for the Facebook was original. Despite the controversy, Mark remained focused on his project. He knew that what he was building was different and had the potential to revolutionize communication. Mark's time at Harvard was a turning point in his life. It was here that he met the people who would help him build Facebook into a global platform. It was also here that he faced some of his earliest challenges, but through it all, Mark's passion for connecting people kept him going. He continued to develop Facebook, adding new features and expanding to other universities. Looking back, Mark's college years were a mix of learning, creating, and overcoming obstacles. They were the years that shaped him as a developer and as a leader. And they were the years that saw the birth of Facebook, a platform that would eventually connect billions of people around the world. As we follow Mark's journey, we see the power of a simple idea. An idea that grew from a college dorm room project into one of the largest social networks in the world. It's a reminder that with determination, creativity, and a willingness to face challenges, it's possible to change the world. And that's exactly what Mark Zuckerberg set out to do. Chapter 3. The Birth of Facebook. In the heart of Harvard University, in a small dorm room filled with books and computer screens, history was about to be made. Mark Zuckerberg, a young college student with big dreams, was working on something that he believed could change the world. This project, born out of Mark's passion for technology and connecting people, was about to take its first breath. This is the story of the birth of Facebook, a journey filled with challenges, excitement, and the spirit of innovation. Mark had been coding for weeks. His idea was clear: to create a platform where people could share about themselves, connect with friends, and meet new people. This wasn't just any website. It was a social network, a place that could mirror the social fabric of college life, but on the internet. Mark's fingers danced across the keyboard as he brought his vision to life, line by line of code. The room was often filled with the voices of Mark's friends, especially Eduardo Saverin, who was not only supporting Mark financially, but also believed in the dream as much as Mark did. They talked about features, about how users could interact, and about the potential impact of their project. It was more than just building a website. It was about creating a community. As the launch day approached, the excitement was palpable. Mark and Eduardo checked and double-checked everything. They wanted to make sure that when people joined, they would have a smooth experience. There was no big marketing campaign, no announcements in newspapers or on TV. Instead, Mark relied on the power of word of mouth within the Harvard community. It was a quiet start, but the anticipation was like a charged atmosphere before a storm. Finally, the day came. The Facebook went live from Mark's dorm room. It was a simple interface, inviting Harvard students to join, create a profile, and connect with each other. At first, only a few people knew about it. But as students started to create their profiles, add friends, and share their first posts, something remarkable happened. The word spread quickly across the campus. It was like watching a spark turn into a wildfire. Students loved how easy it was to find their friends, share photos, and join groups. For many, it was their first experience of being part of a digital community. They could keep up with friends, find people with similar interests, and feel connected in a way they hadn't before. The feedback was overwhelmingly positive, and the number of users grew by the hour. But with rapid growth came new challenges. The server that hosted Facebook struggled to keep up with the increasing traffic. Mark and Eduardo had to find solutions quickly, working through the night to keep the site running. They faced technical glitches, bugs, and the pressure of managing a growing online community. It was a steep learning curve, but every problem solved was a step forward. As the weeks passed, Facebook's popularity wasn't just confined to Harvard. Students from other universities heard about this new social network and wanted in. Mark realized that Facebook had the potential to connect students across the country, not just at Harvard. The decision was made to expand, first to other Ivy League schools, then to universities nationwide. This expansion brought its own set of challenges. Each new university added meant more users, more data, and a greater need for server space and security. Mark and Eduardo had to think about the future, about how to scale up their project to meet the demand. They sought advice, learned about business and operations, and started to build a team. Facebook was no longer just a project. It was becoming a company. The journey from a dorm room project to a national platform was not easy. There were long nights, tough decisions, and moments of doubt. But Mark's vision was always clear. He believed in the power of connection, in the idea that technology could bring people closer together. Looking back, the birth of Facebook is a testament to what passion, hard work, and a willingness to take risks can achieve. It started with a simple idea, in a small dorm room, but it grew into something much bigger. Facebook became a place where people could share their stories, connect with friends old and new, and be part of a global community. This chapter in Mark's journey is a reminder that big changes often start with small steps. It's about the power of an idea, the importance of perseverance, and the impact of connecting people. The birth of Facebook was just the beginning, but it laid the foundation for a revolution in how we communicate and connect with each other. It's a story of innovation, of dreaming big, and of the incredible journey that follows when you dare to turn those dreams into reality. Chapter 4: Expansion and Challenges. After the successful launch at Harvard, Mark Zuckerberg and his team faced a new horizon. It was time for Facebook to grow, to reach out beyond the ivy-covered walls of Harvard and into colleges across the country. This chapter of the story is about expansion, about facing challenges head-on, and about the controversies that often accompany success. As Facebook began to welcome students from other universities, the excitement was undeniable. Each new campus brought fresh faces, new connections, and a broader community. Mark's vision of connecting the world was slowly becoming a reality. However, with this rapid growth came a set of challenges that tested the young team's resolve and ingenuity. One of the first challenges was technical. The website, initially designed for a small group of Harvard students, now had to support tens of thousands of users. The servers, the backbone of Facebook, were under tremendous pressure. Picture uploads, status updates, and messages were flowing in at an astonishing rate. Mark and his team had to work tirelessly, often through the night, to upgrade their systems, to ensure that Facebook was always available to its users. But technical challenges were just the beginning. As Facebook grew, so did the scrutiny. With every new university that came online, questions about privacy and data security became louder. Users began to wonder, what happens to our information? Who can see our photos and posts? Mark knew that trust was essential. He and his team had to find ways to reassure users, to show them that their data was safe and that they had control over their privacy settings. It was a delicate balance, managing growth while protecting users' trust. Another challenge came from the very institutions Facebook was trying to connect. Some universities were skeptical about the impact of social networking on their campuses. They worried about distractions, about the potential for misuse. Mark had to negotiate, to explain the value of Facebook, not just as a tool for socializing, but as a platform for academic and extracurricular communities to thrive. Amidst these challenges, controversies also emerged. As Facebook expanded, it encountered competitors. Other social networks were vying for the attention of college students. Some accused Facebook of being too similar to their own platforms. Legal challenges were mounted, and Mark found himself defending Facebook's originality and mission. It was a stressful time, dealing with lawsuits while trying to grow a company. But Mark remained focused on his vision, confident that Facebook was unique and that it served a genuine need among its users. The expansion also raised questions about Facebook's future. What started as a college network was attracting interest from a wider audience. High school students, alumni, and even people outside the academic world wanted to join. Mark faced a pivotal decision. Should Facebook remain exclusive to the college community, or should it open its doors to everyone? It was a decision that could change the face of Facebook forever. Mark believed in a connected world, in the power of bringing people together regardless of their background or location. With this vision in mind, he made the bold decision to open Facebook to everyone. It was a move that would not only redefine Facebook, but also the way people interacted online. This decision marked the beginning of a new era for Facebook, transforming it from a college network into a global community. The challenges and controversies that Facebook faced during its expansion were not just obstacles. They were opportunities. They pushed Mark and his team to innovate, to think deeply about privacy, security, and the social impact of their platform. They learned to navigate the complexities of running a fast-growing company, of making decisions that could affect millions of people. As Facebook grew, so did Mark. He evolved from a college student with a dream into a leader of a global company. He learned the importance of resilience, of staying true to one's vision in the face of challenges. He also learned the value of community, of building a team that shared his commitment to connecting the world. This chapter in the Facebook story is about more than just expansion and challenges. It's about the journey of discovery, of pushing boundaries, and of facing the responsibilities that come with success. It's a testament to the power of a simple idea and the impact it can have when it's driven by a clear vision and a determination to make a difference. As we close this chapter, we see Facebook at the brink of a new beginning. From a dorm room project to a platform for colleges, and now on the verge of becoming a global phenomenon. The story of Facebook is a reminder that great achievements often come with great challenges, but with passion, perseverance, and a willingness to learn, anything is possible. Chapter 5. Silicon Valley Ventures. As Facebook began to grow and reach more and more people, Mark Zuckerberg made a decision that would take his company to the next level. He decided to move to Silicon Valley, the heart of the tech world. This place was where dreams of digital innovation turned into reality, and for Mark, it was the next big step for Facebook. Silicon Valley was a whole different world. It was filled with tech giants, innovative startups, and brilliant minds. Mark and his team arrived with big hopes. They knew that for Facebook to truly succeed, they needed support, guidance, and most importantly, funding. The early days in Silicon Valley were a mix of excitement and uncertainty. Mark was determined to find investors who shared his vision for connecting the world. One of the first major meetings Mark had was with a well-known investor. This meeting could change everything. Mark explained his vision for Facebook, how it connected people, and how it could become a platform for sharing and communication across the globe. The investor was impressed. He saw the potential in Facebook and decided to invest. This was a pivotal moment. It was the first major investment in Facebook, providing the funds needed to grow the company and improve the platform. With this initial funding, the team set to work. They improved the website, making it faster, more user-friendly, and adding new features. They also started to think about how Facebook could be more than just a place for friends to connect. It could be a space where people shared news, ideas, and experiences. The investment also allowed Mark to build a team of talented people who were as passionate about Facebook as he was. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. With growth came new challenges. There were technical issues to solve, decisions about the future direction of Facebook, and the need to keep the growing number of users happy. Mark and his team worked day and night, coding, brainstorming, and pushing forward. They believed in what Facebook could become, and every challenge was an opportunity to learn and improve. One of the most important decisions Mark made during this time was about the culture of Facebook. He wanted to create a company where innovation was encouraged, where everyone had a voice, and where the mission to connect the world was at the heart of everything they did. This culture became one of the keys to Facebook's success. It attracted brilliant minds to join the team, and it kept them focused on making Facebook better every day. As Facebook continued to grow, more investors became interested. They saw the impact Facebook was having, and they wanted to be part of it. With each new round of funding, Facebook was able to expand even more. They started to look beyond college campuses, thinking about how they could connect people of all ages from all over the world. One of the most significant moments in Facebook's early success came when Mark decided to open Facebook to everyone. This decision was met with excitement and a bit of nervousness. Would people outside of college campuses be interested in Facebook? The answer was a resounding yes. Millions of people signed up, eager to connect with friends and family, to share their lives, and to discover what others were sharing. This expansion was a turning point. Facebook was no longer just a college project or a social network for students. It was becoming a global community, a place where anyone, anywhere, could connect and share. And as the number of users skyrocketed, so did Facebook's impact on the world. Silicon Valley was where Mark and his team had the space to dream big, to face challenges head-on, and to find the support they needed to make those dreams a reality. It was a place of innovation and hard work, of late nights and breakthroughs. The journey wasn't easy, but it was filled with moments of triumph and joy. The move to Silicon Valley, the securing of initial funding, and the decisions made in those early days shaped Facebook's path. They were steps towards creating a platform that would change the way people communicate, share, and connect. It was a journey of turning an idea into a reality, of building something that would touch the lives of billions of people. This chapter in the story of Facebook is a testament to the power of vision, determination, and the courage to take risks. It shows how a small team with a big dream can make a difference in the world. It's a reminder that with the right people, the right support, and a clear mission, anything is possible. And for Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, this was just the beginning. Chapter 6. The Power of Networking. In the bustling world of Silicon Valley, where ideas soar as high as the tech giants' ambitions, Mark Zuckerberg quickly learned the crucial role of networking. Silicon Valley was not just a place of technology and innovation. It was a vibrant community of thinkers, creators, and dreamers. Here, the power of networking could turn a small startup into a global phenomenon. This is the story of how networking propelled Facebook into new heights. When Mark and his team settled into Silicon Valley, they knew that making connections was key. It wasn't just about meeting investors. It was about building relationships with other entrepreneurs, tech experts, and anyone who shared their vision of a more connected world. Each conversation, each meeting, was an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to find support for Facebook. One of the first things Mark did was to reach out to people who had been through the journey before. He sought advice from experienced entrepreneurs who had built their companies from the ground up. These mentors shared their knowledge, their mistakes, and their insights. They taught Mark about the importance of a strong team, of staying focused on the mission, and of adapting to change. These conversations were invaluable. They gave Mark a clearer vision of the path ahead and the confidence to navigate the challenges of growing a company. But it wasn't just about getting advice. Networking in Silicon Valley also opened doors to partnerships that would be crucial for Facebook's growth. Mark met with leaders from other tech companies, exploring ways they could work together. These partnerships allowed Facebook to integrate new features and technologies, enhancing the platform and making it more appealing to users. Each partnership was a step towards making Facebook a central part of people's lives online. One of the most significant meetings Mark had was with a potential partner who shared his vision for social media. This partner had technology that could help Facebook users share photos and videos more easily. The discussions were long and detailed, but in the end, they reached an agreement. This partnership was a game changer. It made sharing on Facebook simpler and more enjoyable, which attracted even more users to the platform. Networking also played a key role in attracting talent to Facebook. Mark knew that to build something truly world-changing, he needed a team of the brightest minds. Through networking events, tech meetups, and introductions from mutual connections, Mark met brilliant engineers, designers, and thinkers who joined Facebook's mission. Each new team member brought their own ideas and expertise, helping to innovate and improve the platform in ways Mark had never imagined. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of networking was how it helped Mark navigate the competitive landscape of Silicon Valley. Through conversations with peers and competitors, Mark gained insights into the tech industry's trends and challenges. This knowledge helped him make strategic decisions, keeping Facebook ahead of the curve and responding to users' changing needs. Networking wasn't just about professional connections. It was about building a community of people who believed in the power of technology to bring people together. Mark hosted gatherings, attended conferences, and participated in panel discussions. He shared his vision for Facebook, not just as a business, but as a movement towards a more open and connected world. These events were not just opportunities to promote Facebook. They were chances to inspire and be inspired, to be part of a larger conversation about the future of technology. The power of networking in Silicon Valley taught Mark and his team an important lesson. Building a successful company is not something you do alone. It requires collaboration, shared visions, and mutual support. The relationships they built, the partnerships they formed, and the community they became part of were all key ingredients in Facebook's success. As Facebook grew, so did its impact. It became more than just a social network. It became a platform where people could share their stories, voice their opinions, and connect with others across the globe. And at the heart of this growth was the power of networking, the connections and conversations that turned a college dorm project into a global phenomenon. This chapter in Facebook's story is a reminder of the power of reaching out, of making connections, and of the incredible things that can happen when people come together. It's a testament to the idea that in the world of technology and beyond, networking is not just about business. It's about building a future together. And for Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, that future was brighter and more connected than ever before. Chapter 7. Privacy Battles. As Facebook grew, connecting millions across the globe, a new challenge emerged that tested the very foundation of the platform: privacy concerns. The journey of Facebook, a tale of innovation and connection, was about to face its most significant hurdle yet. This is the story of how Mark Zuckerberg and his team navigated the turbulent waters of privacy battles, showcasing resilience and a commitment to user trust. The first whispers of concern began when users realized just how much personal information they were sharing online. Questions arose. Who could see their photos? How was their data being used? The concerns grew louder, echoing across the digital world, reaching the ears of privacy advocates and regulators. Facebook, a platform built on the idea of sharing, found itself at the center of a heated debate over privacy. Mark Zuckerberg, the visionary behind Facebook, took these concerns seriously. He understood that for Facebook to continue its mission of connecting the world, it needed to earn and maintain the trust of its users. Addressing privacy concerns was not just a technical challenge. It was a fundamental promise to every person who used Facebook. The response was swift. Mark and his team set to work, reviewing every aspect of Facebook's privacy settings. They realized that while the platform was designed with sharing in mind, they had to give users more control over their information. It was a moment of reflection and action, a time to align Facebook's growth with the values of its community. The first major change was the introduction of more detailed privacy settings. Users could now decide exactly who could see their posts, photos, and profile information. Whether it was friends, friends of friends, or just themselves, the power was in the user's hands. These settings were made clearer and more accessible, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their technical knowledge, could understand and control their privacy on Facebook. But Mark knew that changes to settings were just the beginning. Education was key. Facebook launched a series of guides and tutorials to help users understand how to protect their privacy. These resources covered everything from setting up a secure password to recognizing and reporting suspicious activity. The message was clear. Facebook was committed to not only providing the tools for privacy, but also helping users understand how to use them. The journey through privacy battles also led to changes in how Facebook worked with partners and advertisers. The platform tightened its policies, ensuring that user data was protected and that third-party apps and advertisers could only access information that users had explicitly agreed to share. These changes were part of a broader effort to make transparency and user consent the foundation of Facebook's operations. Mark also took the unprecedented step of engaging directly with users and regulators. He participated in forums, interviews, and even testified before government bodies. In these conversations, Mark was open about the challenges Facebook faced and the steps the company was taking to address them. He listened to concerns, answered questions, and made it clear that privacy was a top priority for Facebook. The privacy battles were a turning point for Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg. They were a reminder that with great power comes great responsibility. The platform that had started in a college dorm room had become a global community, and with that growth came the duty to protect and respect the privacy of its users. These challenges also sparked innovation within Facebook. The company invested in new technologies to secure data and prevent unauthorized access. Artificial intelligence was deployed to detect and stop malicious activity. Privacy, once a challenge, became a driving force for innovation, pushing Facebook to develop new and better ways to safeguard user information. The story of Facebook's privacy battles is more than just a tale of technical fixes and policy updates. It's a story of resilience, of a company facing criticism and responding with a commitment to do better. It's about a young entrepreneur, Mark Zuckerberg, who faced the challenges head-on, learning and growing along the way. As Facebook moved forward, the lessons learned from the privacy battles remained at the heart of the company. They shaped the way Facebook thought about new features, how it engaged with users, and how it envisioned the future of digital connection. Privacy concerns had challenged Facebook, but they had also strengthened it, reinforcing the importance of trust, transparency, and the responsibility to protect the global community it had brought together. In this chapter of Facebook's story, we see the power of listening, adapting, and committing to the values of the community. It's a reminder that in the digital age, protecting privacy is not just about settings and policies. It's about building a culture of respect and responsibility. And for Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, it was a pivotal chapter in their mission to connect the world, one that underscored the importance of doing so with care and integrity. Chapter 8. Going Global. After navigating the turbulent waters of privacy concerns, Facebook stood at the edge of a new dawn. The platform that started in a college dorm was about to embrace the world. This chapter unfolds the story of Facebook's global expansion, a journey filled with ambition, challenges, and the quest to connect every corner of the planet. Mark Zuckerberg had a vision that extended beyond the campuses of American universities and the borders of the United States. He imagined a world where everyone, regardless of where they lived, could share, connect, and understand each other a little better. This vision propelled Facebook on a path to becoming a global platform. The first step in going global was overcoming the language barrier. Facebook began by translating the site into languages other than English, but Mark and his team knew that translation was more than just changing words from one language to another. It was about understanding cultures, idioms, and the subtle nuances that make each language unique. To achieve this, Facebook employed a brilliant strategy: crowdsourcing. Users from around the world were invited to help translate the site into their own languages. This approach not only expedited the translation process, but also ensured that the translations were authentic and resonated with local users. As Facebook became available in more languages, its user base started to grow exponentially. People from all over the world could now connect, share news, and engage with content in their native language. This milestone was crucial in making Facebook a truly global platform. But language was just one piece of the puzzle. Understanding local cultures and customs was equally important. Facebook introduced features that allowed users to celebrate local festivals and holidays, share greetings, and participate in global events. This customization made users feel that Facebook was truly a platform for them, reflecting their culture and values. Another challenge was the digital divide. Internet access was not uniform across the globe, with many regions suffering from low connectivity and limited data plans. Facebook addressed this by launching Facebook Lite, a version of the app designed for areas with low bandwidth. This lighter app ensured that more people could enjoy Facebook, even on less advanced mobile devices or slow internet connections. Mark also understood the power of mobile technology in driving Facebook's global expansion. In many parts of the world, people were accessing the internet for the first time through their mobile phones, bypassing desktop computers entirely. Facebook optimized its platform for mobile use, ensuring a seamless experience across all devices. This strategy paid off as millions of users from emerging markets joined Facebook, often using it as their primary means of online communication. Partnerships with mobile operators in various countries also played a crucial role. These partnerships made it easier for people to access Facebook without worrying about data charges. In some cases, Facebook worked with carriers to offer free or discounted data when accessing the platform. This initiative, known as Free Basics, aimed to connect the unconnected and bring more people online. As Facebook's global community grew, so did the diversity of content on the platform. Users were not just sharing personal updates, but also discussing global issues, supporting causes, and creating movements. Facebook became a space where voices from around the world could be heard, where stories could be shared across continents, creating a tapestry of human experiences. Going global also meant facing new challenges and responsibilities. With a diverse user base, Facebook had to navigate complex issues of censorship, free speech, and political interference. The platform had to balance respecting local laws with its commitment to giving users a voice. This delicate balance was constantly tested as Facebook became an integral part of public discourse in many countries. The story of Facebook's expansion is not just a tale of technological triumph. It's a story about the power of connection and the belief that understanding and empathy can grow from shared experiences. Mark Zuckerberg's vision of a connected world was becoming a reality, with Facebook at its heart. This chapter of Facebook's journey reminds us of the incredible potential of technology to bring people together. It shows how a platform can evolve and adapt to meet the needs of a global audience, breaking down barriers and building bridges. As Facebook went global, it reaffirmed the belief that in a connected world, distance and differences diminish, and what remains is our shared humanity. As we reflect on Facebook's journey to becoming a global platform, we see a narrative of ambition, innovation, and the unyielding belief in the power of connectivity. It's a testament to how a simple idea, born in a college dorm, grew to touch the lives of billions, making the world a little smaller, a little closer, and a lot more connected. Chapter 9. The competition heats up. As Facebook grew, connecting people from every corner of the globe, it wasn't long before the landscape of social media began to change. New platforms emerged, each with its own unique way of connecting users. This chapter tells the story of how Facebook faced the heat of competition and how innovation became its shield and spear in the battle for users' attention. In the world of technology, innovation is the key to survival. Mark Zuckerberg knew this well. As competitors started to emerge, each offering new and exciting ways for people to connect online, Facebook had to evolve. It wasn't just about being the biggest social network anymore. It was about being the best. One of the first major challenges came from platforms that offered instant messaging and photo sharing features. Users were drawn to these new experiences, and Facebook saw a need to adapt. Mark and his team watched closely, learning from the competition, and asking themselves how Facebook could offer something even better. The answer came in the form of new features that would keep users engaged and make Facebook more than just a place to share updates and photos. The introduction of Facebook Messenger was a game changer. It transformed the way people communicated on the platform, allowing for instant, private conversations. This move not only matched the competition, but also enhanced the user experience on Facebook, making it a one-stop shop for social interaction. But innovation didn't stop there. Recognizing the growing popularity of photo and video content, Facebook introduced features that made sharing visual stories easier and more enjoyable. The launch of Facebook Stories allowed users to share moments of their day, not just in static images, but in vibrant videos and creative snapshots. This feature was inspired by the success of similar features on other platforms, but Facebook made it its own, integrating it seamlessly into the user experience. Another significant innovation was the algorithm that personalized users' news feeds. This meant that when you logged into Facebook, you saw content that was most relevant to you, from the friends you interacted with most to the pages and groups you followed. This personalization made spending time on Facebook more enjoyable and engaging, ensuring that users always had something interesting to explore. Facebook also recognized the power of live video, a feature that competitors were beginning to explore. In response, Facebook Live was launched, allowing users to broadcast live to their friends and followers. This feature opened up new possibilities for sharing experiences in real time, from live concerts and events to personal milestones and everyday moments. Facebook Live quickly became a popular way for people to connect, share, and interact in ways they never had before. But perhaps one of the most strategic moves in the face of competition was Facebook's approach to acquisitions. Understanding that innovation sometimes comes from outside, Facebook acquired platforms that complemented and enhanced its ecosystem. The acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp are prime examples. These platforms had strong user bases and unique features that, when brought into the Facebook family, offered users more ways to connect and share. These acquisitions not only expanded Facebook's reach, but also solidified its position in the social media landscape. Throughout this period of intense competition, Facebook remained focused on its mission to make the world more open and connected. Each new feature and acquisition was a step toward this goal, offering users new ways to share their lives, discover content, and interact with each other. This chapter of Facebook's story is a testament to the power of innovation in the face of competition. It shows how, by constantly evolving and embracing new ideas, a platform can stay relevant and continue to grow. For Facebook, the competition was not just a challenge, it was an opportunity to push the boundaries of what social media could be. As we look back on this era of heated competition, we see a Facebook that refused to rest on its laurels. Instead, it chose to innovate, to adapt, and to continue its quest to connect the world. This spirit of innovation kept Facebook ahead in the race, not just as a survivor, but as a leader in the ever-changing world of social media. In the world of technology, where change is the only constant, Facebook's journey through competition and innovation is a reminder that success is not just about starting strong. It's about staying relevant, being resilient, and never stopping in the pursuit of excellence. For Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, this was a chapter filled with challenges, but more importantly, it was a chapter filled with growth, learning, and the relentless drive to connect us all. Chapter 10. The Billionaire Life. As Facebook soared, reaching every corner of the globe, Mark Zuckerberg's life transformed in ways he had never imagined. From a college student with a big dream, he became one of the youngest billionaires in the world. This chapter explores the journey of Mark's life after Facebook's success, diving into the impact of wealth, his personal growth, and the challenges that came with his new life. Mark's newfound wealth was astronomical, but for him, the value of Facebook was always in its ability to connect people, not in the money it made. Even as his bank account grew, Mark maintained a lifestyle that was surprisingly simple. He was known for driving a modest car and wearing his iconic grey t-shirt and jeans. This simplicity was a statement. It was Mark's way of saying that wealth was a tool for change, not a means to an extravagant lifestyle. However, being a billionaire came with its own set of challenges. Suddenly, Mark found himself in the spotlight, not just as a tech genius, but as a public figure. Every decision he made, both in and out of Facebook, was scrutinized. This level of attention was something Mark had to adapt to. He learned to navigate his public and private life, balancing the responsibilities of leading a global company with the need for personal space and time to reflect. Amidst the whirlwind of his billionaire life, Mark's focus shifted towards using his wealth for good. He became a philanthropist, committed to solving some of the world's most pressing issues. Along with his wife, Priscilla Chan, Mark pledged to give away the majority of his wealth during his lifetime through the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative. This initiative focused on areas such as education, health, and science, aiming to create a better future for the next generation. Mark's approach to philanthropy was reflective of his approach to Facebook. Innovative, forward-thinking, and always looking for ways to make a meaningful impact. Personal growth was also a significant part of Mark's journey. He became a husband and a father, roles that he cherished deeply. Fatherhood, in particular, offered Mark a new perspective on life. It deepened his commitment to making the world a better place, not just for his children, but for children everywhere. Mark often shared glimpses of his family life on Facebook, connecting with users in a new, more personal way. These moments provided a rare view into the life of a man who had changed the way we connect with each other. Despite his success, Mark faced challenges that tested his leadership and vision. Privacy concerns, data breaches, and the spread of misinformation on Facebook were issues that Mark had to confront head-on. Each challenge was a learning experience, a chance to improve and ensure that Facebook remained a platform that brought people together in positive ways. Mark's journey also included a commitment to learning and personal development. He set himself challenges each year, from learning Mandarin to building a simple AI for his home. These challenges were Mark's way of stepping out of his comfort zone, embracing new experiences, and continuing to grow both personally and professionally. The Billionaire Life brought with it a unique set of responsibilities and opportunities. For Mark Zuckerberg, wealth was not the end goal, but a means to achieve a larger vision. His life after Facebook's success was a testament to his commitment to innovation, responsibility, and making a positive impact on the world. As we look at Mark's journey, we see a narrative that goes beyond the creation of a social media platform. It's a story of personal growth, of facing challenges with resilience and grace, and of using success as a platform to drive positive change. Mark's life as a billionaire is not just about the wealth he accumulated, but about the ways he chose to use that wealth for the greater good. This chapter in Mark's story reminds us that success is not measured by what we gain, but by what we give back. It's a lesson in the power of using our resources, whether large or small, to make a difference in the world. For Mark Zuckerberg, the Billionaire Life was an opportunity to extend the mission of Facebook from connecting people online to improving the world offline. One initiative at a time. As we close this chapter, we're inspired by the idea that wealth and influence can be forces for good. Mark Zuckerberg's journey from a college dorm to the billionaire life is a story of ambition, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of a connected, better world. It's a reminder that with great success comes the opportunity to create lasting, positive change, not just for ourselves, but for generations to come. Chapter 11. Facing the Critics. As Facebook grew into a global platform, connecting billions, Mark Zuckerberg found himself under the intense gaze of the public eye. Criticism, both personal and professional, became a part of his daily life. This chapter unfolds the story of how Mark faced the critics, the lessons he learned from public scrutiny, and how it shaped the future of Facebook. Criticism came from all directions. Some questioned Facebook's policies on privacy and data security, while others doubted Mark's ability to lead a company that had become a cornerstone of modern communication. The challenges were vast, but Mark approached each with a mindset focused on learning and improvement. One of the first major waves of criticism came with concerns over privacy. Users and regulators alike questioned how Facebook used and protected personal information. Mark took these concerns seriously. He saw them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to make Facebook better. Under his leadership, the company overhauled its privacy settings, making them more transparent and giving users greater control over their data. These changes weren't just about addressing criticism. They were about building trust with users. Another significant challenge came from the spread of misinformation on the platform. Critics argued that Facebook needed to do more to prevent the spread of false information. This was a complex issue, touching on freedom of expression, the role of technology in public discourse, and the responsibilities of social media platforms. Mark and his team had to navigate these waters carefully, implementing new policies to identify and reduce the spread of misinformation while respecting users' rights to free speech. It was a delicate balance, but one that Mark approached with a commitment to transparency and dialogue. Criticism also took a personal turn. As the face of Facebook, Mark was often the target of personal attacks. These moments were challenging, testing his resilience and determination. Yet Mark learned to differentiate constructive criticism from mere negativity. He understood that facing criticism was a part of leading a company that played a significant role in people's lives. This realization helped him stay focused on his vision for Facebook, even in the face of harsh scrutiny. Mark also learned the importance of open communication. He began to engage more with users, policymakers, and the media. Through interviews, public forums, and posts on Facebook itself, Mark shared his thoughts, addressed concerns, and outlined the steps Facebook was taking to address its challenges. This openness was a way of showing that he was listening and that he was committed to making positive changes. The lessons from facing critics were numerous. Mark learned the value of empathy, understanding the concerns and fears of Facebook users. He recognized the importance of accountability, accepting responsibility for the platform's shortcomings, and taking action to address them. Perhaps most importantly, he learned the value of resilience, the ability to keep moving forward, guided by the belief in the positive impact Facebook could have on the world. Facing the critics was not just a challenge, it was an essential part of Facebook's journey. It pushed the platform to evolve, to become more responsible, and to better serve its global community. For Mark, the criticism was a catalyst for personal growth. It taught him to be a better leader, one who could guide Facebook through the complexities of the digital age with integrity and vision. This chapter in the story of Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg is a testament to the strength found in facing criticism head-on. It's about the lessons learned from public scrutiny and how those lessons can lead to positive change. It shows that criticism, when approached with an open heart and a willing mind, can be a powerful force for improvement. As we reflect on this chapter, we're reminded of the importance of resilience, empathy, and the continuous pursuit of a better way. Mark's journey through the storm of criticism is a reminder that challenges can be stepping stones to greater achievements. It's a story of not just surviving the critics, but learning from them, growing stronger, and continuing to strive for a world that's more open, connected, and understanding. Chapter 12. Innovate or Die. In the fast-paced world of technology, a simple truth echoes through the halls of companies, big and small: innovate or die. For Facebook, this wasn't just a catchy phrase, it was a guiding principle. This chapter delves into how Facebook embraced innovation, continually evolving to stay ahead of the curve and remain relevant in the ever-changing digital landscape. At the heart of Facebook's journey was the understanding that to keep users engaged, the platform needed to constantly offer something new, something exciting. Mark Zuckerberg, always looking to the future, led his team in pushing the boundaries of what Facebook could be. One of the first major innovations came with the introduction of the news feed. When it was launched, the news feed revolutionized how people consumed content on Facebook. Instead of having to visit each friend's profile to see updates, users could now see a curated stream of content from friends and pages they followed, all in one place. The news feed brought the world to the users, making Facebook not just a social network, but a hub of information and interaction. But innovation didn't stop with the news feed. Recognizing the shift towards mobile usage, Facebook made a pivotal decision to prioritize its mobile app. This wasn't just about making the existing platform work on mobile devices. It was about reimagining the Facebook experience for the mobile-first generation. The app was streamlined, made faster, and integrated with features that utilized the strengths of mobile devices, such as location services and camera functionality. The acquisition of Instagram in 2012 was another bold move. Instagram was a rising star in the world of mobile photo sharing, and its acquisition by Facebook was met with curiosity and, in some quarters, skepticism. However, this move was a testament to Facebook's commitment to innovation. By bringing Instagram into its family, Facebook not only expanded its reach, but also embraced the growing trend of visual communication. Another significant innovation was the launch of Facebook Messenger as a standalone app. In a world where instant messaging was becoming increasingly popular, Facebook saw an opportunity to transform Messenger into more than just a feature within the main app. Messenger became a platform in its own right, with features like video calls, interactive bots, and the ability to send money to friends. This separation of Messenger from the main Facebook app showed the company's willingness to adapt to user behavior and preferences. Facebook's foray into virtual reality, marked by the acquisition of Oculus VR, was a bold step into the future. Virtual reality was still a nascent technology, but Mark Zuckerberg saw its potential to change the way people interacted with digital content. Oculus VR opened new avenues for Facebook, from gaming to social experiences, highlighting the company's commitment to leading the charge into new technological frontiers. The introduction of Facebook Live brought real-time video broadcasting to the masses. In a world where sharing moments instantly had become the norm, Facebook Live allowed anyone to broadcast their life, events, and opinions directly to their network. This feature not only kept Facebook relevant in the age of live streaming, but also underscored its role as a platform for sharing and discovering real-time content. Throughout these innovations, Facebook faced challenges and criticisms. Each new feature or acquisition was a risk, a venture into the unknown. But under Mark Zuckerberg's leadership, Facebook embraced these challenges as opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. The company's willingness to experiment, to fail, and to learn from those failures was a key factor in its ability to stay at the forefront of the social media revolution. Innovate or die was more than just a mantra for Facebook. It was a commitment to never becoming complacent, to always looking for the next big thing, and to continually evolving to meet the needs of its users. This chapter of Facebook's story is a testament to the power of innovation, to the importance of embracing change, and to the vision of a company that refused to stand still in a world that moves at the speed of technology. As we close this chapter, we're reminded that in the digital age, innovation is not just about creating new features or acquiring new companies. It's about understanding the ever-changing landscape of human connection, about anticipating the needs of tomorrow, and about having the courage to take bold steps today. For Facebook, innovation was the key to staying relevant, to connecting billions across the globe, and to shaping the future of how we interact in the digital world. Chapter 13. A New Vision. As Facebook grew, connecting billions of users across the globe, Mark Zuckerberg began to envision a future that went beyond the realms of traditional social media. This chapter explores the evolution of Mark's vision for Facebook, a vision that sought to connect the world in innovative and meaningful ways. Mark's journey with Facebook had always been about making the world more open and connected. However, as technology advanced and the digital landscape evolved, Mark saw new opportunities to deepen this connection. He imagined a world where Facebook could be a tool for not just sharing moments with friends and family, but for bringing about real-world change and fostering a global community. One of the first steps towards this new vision was the introduction of the Facebook Connectivity Initiative. Mark understood that for the world to truly be connected, internet access was crucial. However, billions of people around the world still lacked reliable internet access. The Facebook Connectivity Initiative aimed to bridge this gap, working on technologies and partnerships to bring internet access to underserved areas. This effort wasn't just about expanding Facebook's user base. It was about empowering people with information, education, and opportunities they wouldn't have otherwise. Another aspect of Mark's evolving vision was the focus on building communities. Facebook groups became a central part of this strategy, enabling people to come together around shared interests, causes, and experiences. Mark saw these groups as more than just online spaces. They were places where people could support each other, mobilize for action, and create bonds that transcended digital interactions. Through these communities, Facebook was becoming a platform for social change, enabling users to effect change in their local communities and beyond. Mark also looked towards emerging technologies to connect the world in new ways. The acquisition of Oculus VR was a step into the future of connectivity, exploring how virtual reality could bring people together in immersive, three-dimensional environments. Mark envisioned a future where people could feel truly present with each other, regardless of physical distance. Virtual reality offered a new dimension to connectivity, where interactions could be more lifelike and engaging, from attending virtual concerts to exploring new worlds together. Artificial intelligence was another frontier Mark was keen to explore. He saw AI as a tool to make Facebook smarter and more intuitive, able to understand and cater to the needs of its users in ways previously unimaginable. From personalizing the newsfeed to identifying harmful content, AI had the potential to transform how people interacted with the platform and each other. Mark's vision was for AI to enhance the Facebook experience, making it safer, more relevant, and more engaging for everyone. But Mark's vision extended beyond just technological advancements. He spoke of a global community that was informed, engaged, and active in addressing the challenges facing the world. Facebook's role, as Mark saw it, was to facilitate this engagement, providing the tools and platforms for dialogue, learning, and action. Whether it was through raising awareness about climate change, supporting philanthropic causes, or connecting volunteers with organizations that needed help, Facebook was to be a catalyst for positive change in the world. This new vision for Facebook was ambitious, aiming to leverage the platform's vast reach and influence for the greater good. Mark recognized the challenges ahead, but remained committed to the idea that Facebook could be more than just a social network. It could be a force for uniting the world, for bridging divides, and for creating a global community that worked together to solve the pressing issues of our time. As we reflect on this chapter of Facebook's story, we see a vision that is both inspiring and daunting. Mark Zuckerberg's journey from creating a platform for college students to connect to envisioning a tool for global connectivity and change is a testament to the power of vision, innovation, and the belief in technology's potential to bring about a better world. This evolving vision for Facebook reminds us that the work of connecting the world is never finished. It challenges us to think about the role of technology in our lives and our responsibility towards creating a more connected, understanding, and compassionate global community. Through innovation, community building, and a commitment to positive change, Mark's vision for Facebook continues to inspire and shape the digital landscape, aiming to connect the world in ways we've only just begun to imagine. Chapter 14. Trials of Leadership. Leading one of the world's most influential companies is no small feat. For Mark Zuckerberg, steering Facebook through its many phases of growth brought a unique set of trials and tribulations. This chapter delves into the challenges of leadership, the internal conflicts, and the external pressures that tested Mark's resolve and shaped his journey as the head of a global giant. At the heart of Facebook's story is a young leader who found himself at the helm of a rapidly expanding empire. With growth came complexity, and with complexity came challenges. Mark faced the monumental task of guiding Facebook's direction while maintaining its core mission to make the world more open and connected. One of the first major tests of leadership Mark encountered was managing internal conflicts. As Facebook grew, so did its team. Brilliant minds from around the globe joined the company, each bringing their own ideas, ambitions, and visions for what Facebook could be. While this diversity of thought was one of Facebook's strengths, it also led to clashes. Decisions about new features, privacy policies, and the platform's direction often sparked intense debates. Mark had to navigate these waters carefully, balancing differing opinions and steering the team towards a unified vision. His leadership was about fostering a culture of open dialogue while making tough decisions to keep the company moving forward. External pressures also mounted. As Facebook's user base expanded, so did its influence on society. With influence came scrutiny. Regulators, governments, and advocacy groups began to take a keen interest in Facebook's operations. They raised concerns about privacy, data security, and the spread of misinformation. Each of these issues brought with it a storm of public and political pressure, demanding responses, changes, and accountability from Facebook. Mark faced these challenges head-on. He appeared before lawmakers, engaged with regulators, and opened dialogues with critics. These moments were not just about defending Facebook's policies. They were about listening, learning, and adapting. Mark's leadership was tested in the court of public opinion, and he had to balance the demands of external pressures with the company's values and mission. Another trial of leadership was guiding Facebook through its many acquisitions and expansions. Each new venture brought its own set of challenges, from integrating new teams and technologies to entering unfamiliar markets. Mark had to ensure that these moves strengthened Facebook without diluting its core mission. His vision for a more connected world was the compass that guided these decisions, but the journey was fraught with obstacles. Perhaps one of the most significant trials Mark faced was addressing the unintended consequences of Facebook's platform. Issues like the spread of fake news, election interference, and hate speech posed profound ethical and operational challenges. These were not problems that could be solved with algorithms or policy changes alone. They required a re-evaluation of how Facebook operated at its core. Mark had to lead the charge in rethinking the platform's responsibilities and its role in society. This was a trial not just of leadership, but of conscience. Through all these trials, Mark's leadership evolved. He learned the importance of humility, the value of listening, and the need for continuous self-reflection. Leading Facebook was not just about making decisions from the top. It was about engaging with the community, both within and outside the company, and being open to change. The trials and tribulations of leadership taught Mark invaluable lessons. He learned that leadership is not about having all the answers, but about asking the right questions. It's about facing criticism with grace, embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, and never losing sight of the mission, even when the path is unclear. This chapter in Mark Zuckerberg's journey is a testament to the complexities of leading a company that is deeply intertwined with the fabric of society. It's a story of resilience, learning, and the relentless pursuit of a vision that seeks to connect the world in meaningful ways. As we reflect on the trials of leadership, we're reminded that the path to innovation and impact is rarely smooth. It's filled with challenges that test our resolve, our values, and our vision. But it's also a path that, when navigated with integrity and purpose, can lead to profound change and a legacy that transcends the trials themselves. For Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, the journey continues, marked by the lessons learned from each trial and the unwavering commitment to making the world a more open and connected place. Chapter 15. Personal Growth. Mark Zuckerberg's journey from a college dorm room to leading one of the world's most influential companies is not just a tale of business success. It's a story of personal growth and transformation. This chapter delves into how Mark evolved as a leader, the mentors who guided him, and the experiences that shaped his path. In the early days of Facebook, Mark was a young college student with a groundbreaking idea. He was passionate, driven, and determined to connect the world. However, leading a global company required more than just passion. It demanded leadership skills, emotional intelligence, and a deep understanding of the complexities of the world. Mark's journey of personal development is a testament to his willingness to learn and adapt. One of the first significant shifts in Mark's leadership style was learning the importance of listening. As Facebook grew, so did the team behind it, bringing together a diverse group of talents and perspectives. Mark realized that to harness this diversity, he needed to be not just a speaker, but a listener. He began to value the opinions of his team, seeking their input on key decisions and fostering an environment where open dialogue was encouraged. This shift not just enriched Facebook's culture, but also broadened Mark's perspective, making him a more inclusive leader. Mentorship played a crucial role in Mark's personal growth. Early in Facebook's history, he sought the guidance of experienced leaders and entrepreneurs who had navigated the waters of building and scaling a company. People like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates provided Mark with insights not only into the technicalities of running a business, but also into the responsibilities of leadership. These mentors shared their experiences, both their successes and their failures, teaching Mark the value of resilience, the importance of vision, and the art of balancing business acumen with personal values. Another key aspect of Mark's personal development was learning to handle criticism and failure. As Facebook became more integrated into people's lives, the platform and its founder came under intense scrutiny. Mark learned to see criticism as a source of feedback, an opportunity to improve both himself and Facebook. He embraced the fact that failure was a part of innovation, a stepping stone towards success. This mindset helped him navigate some of Facebook's most challenging moments, from privacy controversies to questions about the platform's role in society. Mark's personal life also influenced his growth as a leader. Becoming a husband and father brought new perspectives and priorities. It deepened his empathy and understanding, traits that he brought into his leadership at Facebook. Mark began to see his work not just in terms of connecting people online, but in how it impacted the world his children would inherit. This shift was reflected in his approach to new initiatives, from the Zuckerberg Initiative, which aims to address global challenges in health, education, and science, to Facebook's efforts to combat misinformation and promote safety and well-being on the platform. Throughout his journey, Mark also embraced the importance of learning outside his comfort zone. Whether it was learning Mandarin or setting personal challenges each year, Mark sought to expand his horizons and understand the world from different angles. These experiences not only enriched his personal life, but also informed his vision for Facebook, pushing the platform to innovate and connect people in new and meaningful ways. Mark Zuckerberg's journey of personal growth is a story of transformation. From a young entrepreneur to a leader of a global company, Mark's path has been shaped by the willingness to learn, the courage to face challenges, and the vision to make a difference. His development as a leader is a reminder that personal growth is an ongoing process, one that requires humility, resilience, and an open heart. As we look at Mark's evolution, we're reminded that leadership is not just about business strategies or technological innovations. It's about growing as a person, understanding the impact of our actions, and striving to make the world a better place. Mark's journey continues to inspire, showing that with continuous learning and personal development, we can face the challenges of leadership and make a positive impact on the world around us. Chapter 16. Looking to the Future. As we turn the pages of Facebook's story, coming to the present and looking towards the horizon, we find ourselves pondering the future. The digital landscape is ever evolving, and at its forefront is Mark Zuckerberg, a visionary leader whose journey of innovation and responsibility continues to shape our online world. This chapter speculates on the future of Facebook and Mark's enduring impact on the digital age. In the years to come, Facebook, under Mark's guidance, is poised to dive deeper into the realms of virtual reality and augmented reality. Imagine a world where Facebook isn't just a platform you visit, but a space you inhabit. Virtual meetings could transcend screen boundaries, allowing us to share moments as if in the same room, despite being oceans apart. Mark's interest in Oculus VR hints at this future, where Facebook could become a gateway to fully immersive digital experiences, reshaping social interaction, education, and entertainment. Artificial intelligence, AI, is another frontier where Facebook's future is likely to unfold. Under Mark's leadership, Facebook could leverage AI not only to enhance user experience, but also to tackle complex challenges like misinformation, language barriers, and accessibility issues. AI could curate personalized content with greater sensitivity to cultural and individual nuances, making the platform more inclusive. Moreover, AI-driven initiatives could play a crucial role in safeguarding the platform's integrity, ensuring that Facebook remains a space for genuine connection and discourse. The future also holds a promise of greater connectivity. With initiatives like Facebook Connectivity, Mark envisions a world where internet access is a right, not a privilege. This endeavor could bridge the digital divide, bringing millions more into the global conversation. Facebook's role in this future would be pivotal, serving as a digital agora for the exchange of ideas, culture, and commerce on an unprecedented scale. However, innovation is only one side of the coin. The future also demands responsibility. As Facebook ventures into new territories, ethical considerations around privacy, data security, and the impact of technology on society will become more critical. Mark's leadership will be defined not just by the innovations he pioneers, but by how he navigates these challenges. The commitment to transparency, user safety, and ethical AI will shape Facebook's legacy and its place in the digital future. Looking ahead, Mark's role in shaping the digital landscape extends beyond Facebook. His vision for a connected world and his philanthropic efforts through the Zuckerberg initiative suggest a broader impact, targeting global challenges like education, health, and justice. Mark's future contributions could redefine the intersection of technology and social good, leveraging digital platforms to foster not just connectivity, but tangible, positive change in communities around the globe. In the future of Facebook and the broader digital world, we see a canvas of immense potential. It's a future where technology continues to break down barriers, drawing us closer to a global community where everyone's voice can be heard. Yet, it's also a future that demands careful stewardship. Mark's journey ahead is not just about leading Facebook into new technological frontiers. It's about guiding the platform through the complexities of an interconnected world with wisdom and foresight. As we speculate on the future, one thing remains clear. The digital landscape is continuously shaped by our collective imagination, ethics, and the choices we make today. In this landscape, Mark Zuckerberg stands as a key architect. His vision for Facebook, a testament to the belief in technology's power to unite us. The story of Facebook and Mark's journey is far from over. It's a narrative still unfolding, with each chapter promising new innovations, challenges, and opportunities to connect the world in ways we've yet to imagine. As we close this chapter on speculation and look towards the horizon, we're reminded of the responsibility that comes with innovation. The future of Facebook, under Mark's leadership, is not just a testament to human ingenuity, but a reminder of our duty to wield technology with care, ensuring it serves as a bridge to a more understanding, inclusive, and connected world. The path ahead is filled with potential, and in this journey of continuous evolution, Mark's role is pivotal, shaping not just the future of Facebook, but the very fabric of the digital age itself. And there we have it, the end of our journey through the inspiring story of innovation, challenges, and personal growth. We hope this tale has not only helped you in your quest to learn English, but has also left you with valuable lessons and insights to ponder. Now, we turn the page to you, our listeners and readers. What did you think of the story? Which chapter resonated with you the most? We'd love to hear your thoughts, reflections, and any new words or phrases you've learned along the way. Your comments are a window into your learning journey, and they inspire us to create stories that enrich your experience with WooEnglish. So don't hesitate to share your thoughts and hit the like button if you've enjoyed our storytelling adventure. For those eager to dive deeper into learning, we have a special invitation. Visit WooEnglish.com to download this story and many others in PDF format. Our collection is designed to cater to different levels and interests, making learning English through stories not just effective, but also enjoyable. Thank you for choosing WooEnglish as your companion in learning English. Remember, every story is an opportunity to explore new horizons in language and life. So, keep reading, keep commenting, and keep liking. Your journey with English is boundless, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. See you in the comments section, and happy learning!